Have you ever noticed that you can make a lot of different styles of lo-fi music, but none of them actually feel like you? One day it's jazzy, the next day it's sleepy, and next day there's something completely different. Now that flexibility sounds good, but it usually leads to one problem: no clear identity. In 2026, lo-fi rewards producers who choose a lane. In this episode, I'll break down 3 lo-fi styles and help you figure out which one actually fits how you think as a music producer.
You're listening to the Lofi Music Academy podcast, your go-to space for all things lo-fi. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of lo-fi music production.
Hi, and welcome to the Lofi Music Academy podcast. I'm Spencer J, your guide through the chilled-out, atmospheric world of lo-fi beats. If you're new here, this is where we like to talk about lo-fi music, beat making, creativity, and the real mindset behind finishing music and building something sustainable as a music producer. Now, today's episode is an important one, because if I'm being honest, a lot of producers are still making lo-fi like it's 2018. The same drum kits, same vinyl crackle, same 4-bar loop. But here's the truth, lo-fi isn't one thing anymore. In recent years, and more so in 2026, lo-fi is split into clear listener-driven lanes. And if you don't understand who you're making music for and how they're using it, you're going to feel stuck, frustrated, or even invisible. So in this episode, I want to break down 3 types of lo-fi that you should seriously consider making as a music producer in 2026. Not trends, not hacks, but formats that are actually match how people are listening today. We're going to talk about firstly dreamy lo-fi, then second sleepy lo-fi, and lastly jazzy or some expressive lo-fi. And for each one, I want you to think about who this is for. What is the music doing for the listener? And what mindset do you need as a music producer to do it well? I'll also include some links in the comments below with some examples of each specific style that I've released with lo-fi labels, like Dreamhop. I'd love to hear what styles you're working on, so let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with dreamy lo-fi. This is the style that sits somewhere between lo-fi and chill hop, and can sometimes be a bit more up-tempo. You'll hear it associated with labels like Dreamhop Music, but the label isn't the point, the feeling is. This kind of lo-fi feels atmospheric, nostalgic, it's very emotionally driven, but not dramatic, introspective, but not sad for the sake of it. And here's the big shift you need to understand. Dreamy lo-fi is not really background music. People aren't putting this on and forgetting about it. They're actually going out and choosing it. This is music for emotional regulation, creative flow, late night reflection, calm focus without distraction. That changes how you make it. From a production point of view, dreamy lo-fi usually means tempos between 70 to 80 BPM, sometimes up to 90. Washed out pads and textures, reverb that feels like space and not an effect, sidechain ambience that breathes, and drums that support the overall emotional mood with a nice laid-back groove. You'll hear the use of soft synths, gentle guitar lines, and soft piano parts. The producer mindset shift you want for this style, and this is where a lot of producers struggle, because dreamy lo-fi is less about making a beat and more about building a sonic world or a sonic storytelling journey. You're not asking, is this catchy? You're asking, how does this make me feel? Arrangement then suddenly matters. Tone matters. Transition matters. And here's the big one. You can't rush this style. If you try to mass produce dreamy lo-fi like a playlist beats, it kind of then starts to fall apart. In 2026, this lo-fi style really matters because it competes less with AI-generated generic lo-fi. It rewards identity and consistency. It works beautifully for albums and concept projects. And this is the lane for producers who want to tell stories, build a recognisable sound, and create music people are going to remember, not just stream if you're the kind of producer who cares about mood more than metrics. This style and lane is definitely worth exploring. Now let's talk about sleepy lo-fi, and this one's important because it's really misunderstood. Sleepy lo-fi is not study beats slowed down, it's not chill hop without energy, and it's not jazzy lo-fi with the filter turned down. Sleepy lo-fi is functional music. Its job is to get out of the way. The listener here is using the music to fall asleep, stay asleep, reduce anxiety. They'll leave something playing for hours, and this is music that runs overnight, and that means something very specific for you as a music producer. Some of Sleepy Lo-Fi's sonic characteristics usually include very slow tempos, no distracting melodies, extremely hypnotic, predictable patterns, and long loops, soft transients, almost no high-frequency spikes. If something grabs your attention, it's probably wrong. And I know that's hard to hear as a creative music producer. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sleepy Lo-Fi is not about self-expression. It's about a service. You're designing an environment, not showcasing your skills. And this style asks you to remove your ego, embrace repetition, and value consistency over creativity. And yes, this style is where a boring track can really outperform your most emotional beat. And that doesn't make it lesser, it makes it purpose-built. Sleepy Lo-Fi content is exploding. Why? Because sleep playlists generate long listening sessions, passive streams, repeat listeners. This style works especially well for long-form YouTube videos and 24/7 live streams. But here's the key, you need to commit to the function. If you half make Sleepy Lo-Fi, it just won't work. It has to fully disappear into the background. If you're a systems-focused producer, if you like workflows, batching and optimization, this can be a really powerful style to try in that lane. So give it a go. Now let's talk about Jazzy Lo-Fi. This is probably the style that brought a lot of us into lo-fi in the first place. This is jazz harmony, hip-hop rhythm, chill energy, but clearly musical. Jazzy Lo-Fi is for people who love chords, love groove, and want something engaging but not overwhelming. This can be coffee shop music, creative work music, and background music that still rewards attention. Sonic characteristics of Jazzy Lo-Fi, you usually hear chords with 7ths, 9ths, 11ths, 13ths, a chilled Rhodes piano, a guitar, upright bass or a bass guitar, swing or laid back timing, and humanised drums with maybe some brushes. Imperfection is a feature here, timing fluctuations matter, and velocity variations also matter. This style asks something different from you as a music producer. It says groove matters, more than loudness. Chord choices matter again, and the feel of the music needs to sound polished. You can't fake this style, and that actually is why it matters so much in 2026. As AI-generated lo-fi gets more common, Jazzy Lo-Fi stands out because it feels human, it reflects personal taste, and more importantly, it reflects musicianship. This is the lo-fi style that builds artist identity, personal brands, and lots of collaboration opportunities. It's also the style that works best for social media clips, live performance crossovers, and a long-term fan connection. If you want people to say, "Oh, that sounds like you," Jazzy Lo-Fi is a powerful lane for you as a music producer to definitely be in. So here's the big question. Which type of lo-fi should you be making? Ask yourself, do I want expression or function? Albums or playlists? Deep listening or background listening? Fast output or deep craftsmanship? And here's the most important thing. You don't need to do all three. In fact, to start with, you shouldn't. Pick one and commit to it. Give it 30 days. That's how progress actually happens. But definitely try the various styles once you've mastered one. And here's something else to think about. The lane that you choose doesn't just shape your sound, it shapes your experience as a music producer. Dreamy lo-fi will stretch your patience and emotional depth. Sleepy lo-fi will sharpen your discipline and consistency. And jazzy lo-fi, that will develop your musicianship and your taste. So this isn't just a branding decision, it's a skill development decision. The style you commit to in the short term is a skill that will compound over time. And that's why choosing intentionally matters more than choosing perfectly. To wrap this up, Lo-Fi in 2026 isn't just about making chill beats. It's about understanding what the listener wants and your role as a music producer. The producers who win aren't the ones doing everything. They're the ones doing one thing well, consistently. And remember, this isn't about boxing yourself in creatively. It's about giving your creativity a container. When you narrow your focus, you actually make better decisions faster. You stop second guessing every chord, every drum choice, and every arrangement shift, because you actually know what the track is trying to do. And that clarity reduces friction. And when that friction goes down, consistency, well, it naturally goes up. And that's where real progress starts to compound. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what styles of lo-fi music you're currently working on. And also check out the lo-fi style links, which I'll include in the comments. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, leaving a review, or sharing it with fellow music producers who might find it useful. Until next time, keep creating, stay inspired, and remember, it's all about the vibe. Take care and see you in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Lofi Music Academy podcast. If you're ready to start making lo-fi music and want to go even deeper, grab your free guide. Discover the 6 essential steps to create a release-ready lo-fi track from scratch. Whether you're using budget gear in your bedroom or a small home studio, this guide will help you get that polished, dreamy lo-fi sound you're after. Just go to www.lofimusicacademy.com. Until next time, keep creating those laid-back vibes, and don't forget to subscribe for more lo-fi tips and tricks.